But before we do that, let's go ahead and review some harmonic progression stuff. So, a 1, 5, 6, 4, 1, 6. Okay. From our previous classes, is this an okay harmonic progression?
Yes.
Is there anything that's wrong with it?
I got 6/4. I thought we could put 6/4s wherever we want.
From our other classes, have we kind of talked about 6/4 chords? You remember that?
No.
How there were different types of 6/4 chords?
Yeah,
So
sorta.
usually, what kind are there? There's
Pedal.
cadential, pedal, and
Pass.
passing. So if we think about the solfege that's related with these chords, what's in the bass here?
Do.
Do,
Re.
re,
Me. Oh,
mi.
okay.
So what kind of 6/4 chord would that be?
Passing.
Passing, right. So now, actually, let's go ahead and do this. Let's go ahead and write out all the solfege for these chords, okay?
Okay.
So what's in the one chord?
Do, mi,
So you have do, mi, and sol. What's in the 5, 6, 4 chord?
Re, sol, ti.
Okay, and we're going to put re on the bass. 1, 6. Mi, sol, do. Yes, because it's an burst inversion.
Why did you spell me like
I'll say so.
That's how you spell it in the English language, but that was Sorry about that. What about the 4 chord? What notes are in the 4 chord?
Fa, la, do.
Fa, la, do, correct. And the 5, 7, we talked about this last class.
Sol, ti, re, fa.
Sol, ti, re, fa, yes. That brings us back to
Do.
1, yes. So we have do, mi, and sol again, okay? Would y'all feel comfortable singing some of these?
Yes.
Yeah.
Cool. So let's first tonicize this key.
Okay.
Read your hand signs. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, ti, la, sol, fa, mi, re, do, mi, sol, mi, do, re, sol. Good. Ti, sol, re, mi, sol, do, sol, mi, fa, la, do, la, fa, sol, ti, re, fa, re, ti, sol, do, mi, sol, mi, do. Good. So overall, you guys sang that really well. There were a few little oopses, like the fa, we went to re, fa instead of sol, but we got there. So good ears there. Yes, Abby?
I think Jenny's having some problems.
Okay.
I got really mixed up on the 4.
On the 4
Yeah.
chord?
Because I want to go fa, sol, la, not fa, la, do. Isn't that what you think, Abby?
Yeah, I wanted
think
you
that?
to.
Okay.
I was confused.
Can we go back and do that one? Because I really want to make it stepwise, and I'm having trouble mixing.
So do we know where do is? Can we sing do? Do. Let's work our way up to fa. So do,
Do, re, mi, fa.
sol, la, ti, do. Okay, now let's sing do one more time.
Do,
fa, sol, do. Sorry, I get 20 mistakes. So there we go. Awesome. Was that better?
yes.
You can kind of
I
hear
may
it.
have to, is it okay if I do my hand signs in between?
Yeah, definitely think
Okay.
do, re, mi, fa, sol. And yeah, hand signs in between is perfectly fine.
Okay.
Okay, so are we ready? Yes,
Is
Lindsay.
there a difference between sol and so?
No. There's not, no. Good question though. So now we're gonna start doing some part writing stuff. So there are really 5 rules to part writing, but we're only gonna talk about 3 right now, and they're really simple. So,
What's part writing?
part writing is a set of rules that we associate with chord progressions, and it's kind of a set of, they're kind of rules that kind of dictate how to make the smoothest voice leadings. So, for example, the bass line to the tenor line, it sounds good, and it helps, I guess, simplify some things. So we have, like I said, 5 different rules, but we're only going to talk about 3 right now. So the first one is to hold common tones. Can anyone tell me what that means in relation to this progression?
Like the tones that you know the best?
No, not quite.
Oh, because you get, like, do comes up all the time, so you should just hold that, right?
Yeah, like
So
do,
do,
throughout. Those are the most common.
If it's in the same
Yeah,
voice.
just never stop singing do.
Oh, yeah, I think Alan's.
No, not quite again. You have something?
I
Like,
said if it's in, oh, me.
sorry, you got like 2 in a row
She good.
Mm-hmm.
where you have sol and then the next one also has sol
Mm-hmm.
and they're common to each other.
Yeah. So this rule applies to specific voices. So for example, if you started a voice on sol and the next chord has sol, you're going to want to keep sol in that same voice. And then again, it goes 5-6-4 to a 1-6, which also has sol. So to keep it the smoothest as possible, you're just going to hold sol. Yes, Aaron.
But isn't that just really boring?
It can be boring, but we're not going to let it be boring because each line individual may be boring, but together it's going to sound beautiful. The second rule we have is smooth lines. So this applies that you're not going to go like do to sol to mi to la. You're going to want to go to the closest pitch in the next chord. So for mi, where would you go from mi to in this chord?
Right.
Re. And then from re, where would you go?
Me or do?
There's mi or do. Yes, you can kind of pick that one. And so, for example, let's say we chose mi. Where would you go?
Fa.
Fa. And then from fa, where would you go?
Fa.
Oh, you're right.
Fa.
You would
Common
hold
tone.
fa because it's a common tone, right?
Yeah.
And because fa is a tendency tone, where would fa want to go in this next chord?
Me.
Me. Got it.
And why does
Me.
it want to go to so? Because it's right beside it.
Yeah, and you've been moving up.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does sometimes want to go to sol, but for the purposes of part writing and tendency tones, especially because it's a 5-7 chord, and we've already learned that the 7th of the chord resolves down. So the 7th of the key resolves up, but the 7th of the chord resolves down. So the fa will want to resolve down to mi,
Why can't it resolve down to do?
because that's not the smoothest line. And because the 7 wants to resolve down.
But it's still down.
But wait, why is it down? Because fa is just as close to so as it is to me.
That is just the reason, good question.
Oh, it's, yeah, I think it's actually a half.
Yeah, it's a half step from fa to mi,
Oh.
and a whole step from fa to sol. So we can listen to that and kind of hear how awkward it could be. So we have do, and then versus it's a little more
Yeah.
I like that.
bringing it right down. Yeah. So it's a little bit easier to listen to. And then our third one is to resolve tendency tones.
Like fa to me.
Yeah. So T would want to go to do and fa wants to go to mi. So we've already talked about that, right?
Okay.
Okay,
Where does Ray wanna go?
Ray can go to do or mi. It's not really a tendency tone
Oh, you can
necessarily. Yeah, you can kind of pick that one. So now let's see. We're gonna split the class into 3. So you 4, you're 1. So you 4. Let's have this row and Jenna. So Jenna and this row, and then you 4 right there. So you 4 are gonna start on do. Middle row and Jenna is gonna start on mi. And this group over here is gonna start on sol. And make the smooth lines. Let's see how this goes, okay? So if this is your starting pitch, did y'all sing your starting pitches? Ready? So first chord. Good, yeah, overall that was really great. It was nice. Did y'all hear all the voices? Yes.
I was watching Benjamin and we both started on do, and then at some point his hand signs were different than mine. I'm not,
Yeah, I did that too. I ended on a different note than the rest of my group.
And that is okay. So what starts with part writing is there are lots of different decisions you can make. So for example, you start on do, you technically can go to re or to ti. And then from ti, you're gonna go to do, but from re, you can go to do or mi.
but which one's better? Like which one's gonna be right on the test?
Well, let's not focus on the tests quite yet. We wanna focus on learning. But there are some other, I guess, rules that you can apply. So let's actually go ahead and take it the next step and put it on the staff. Yes, Abby.
So, since we already said that the 5-6-4 is a passing tone, don't you have to sing, if you're on do, don't you have to sing do, re, mi, all those 3? Should that be the 4th rule?
Well, we're about to talk about that actually. So can we go ahead and go through the bass line and we can put that up on the board? So what would, if the key is C, what would be in the bass?
Do.
Do, C.
Do. What about here?
Ray.
Which is
D.
D. And then we have a 1-6.
E.
E.
Okay,